Okay, 12.5, page 506, somebody said, so this is units of capacity. And we're not talking about ounces or cups or gallons. We're talking about metric capacity. And there's really only two that they're concerning themselves with or concerning you with, and that's the liter and milliliter. Those two right there. And if you look down here, it's kind of small, but it says 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So I wrote this here. I put 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, and I put 2 liters equals 2,000 milliliters. Also, you take note how it's abbreviated. A liter is just an L. Milliliter is a lowercase m and a capital L. So if you ever see that, they're talking about liters and milliliters. Now, to give you an idea, I kept this bottle that I got the other day. Let me see, where is it here? This is 30.4 fluid ounces. And it's also 900 milliliters. Just a little shy of 1,000, which would be 1 liter. So if it was probably another inch taller, it would be equivalent to 1 liter. Okay? So, liters and milliliters. And just like before, if you change it, if you're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply. If you're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, you divide. It's the same pattern. Now, the example you can look at later if you want, but let's take a look at these questions here. So number 3, I put down 3.5 liters is equivalent to 3,500 milliliters. So 500 milliliters would be a half a liter. So look at the next 4. 500 milliliters equals blank liters. Think about that. I'm going to be pulling sticks for these 4. The next one, 10,000 milliliters equals how many liters? And then 15 liters equals how many milliliters? And then finally, 3.7 liters equals how many milliliters? Now, if you haven't noticed, what's convenient with these, the fact that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, you're either moving the decimal 3 places to the right or 3 places to the left when you do the conversion. That's all there is to it. 3 places, to the left or to the right. So, put on your thinking caps. I'm looking at the first one. Miss Ugisa, 5,000 milliliters equals how many liters?
5.
Yeah, 5 liters. That's pretty easy. Nicely done. Put up 100 points. Next one, 10,000 milliliters equals how many liters, Mr. Ward?
10.
10. Nicely done. Put up 100 points. So 20,000 milliliters would be 20 liters. Okay? You just move the decimal 3 places. Miss Craig, next one. Now we're going the other direction. 15 liters equals how many milliliters? 15,000. Nicely done, 100 points. And then the last one, Miss Morales, 3.7 liters. How many milliliters do you think that is? Any idea? Say again, honey? Still didn't quite hear you. 30, so you're going to move the decimal. Here it's 3.7. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3 places. And I think you were close in what you said. So it's 3,700 milliliters. I think you might have said 30. Did you say 37,000? So you were close. Put up 50 points. You had the right idea. It was going to be a much larger number, just not quite that large. If you look at this for a moment here, 3.7. We're moving the decimal 3 places, right? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to add 2 zeros. The decimal goes to right here, and so that's 3,700. All right, nicely done. All right, sometimes they might give you something that says, order these measurements from least to greatest. So least would be the smallest. Now, notice that this is liters, this is liters, this is liters, and these two are milliliters. When you see a problem like that, to be able to do that, you have to convert them all to one or the other. And it really doesn't matter which one, but convert them all to liters or all to milliliters. Now, look at these right here. Are there more in liters or more of them in milliliters? Mr. Fall.
I was finishing up the condition.
Ms. Gage. Are there more in milliliters or more of them in liters? Yes, no, don't know? Don't know? Ms. Ramirez, are there more of them in milliliters or more of them in liters? Okay, you said it like you're not sure. So I'm thinking some of you weren't listening or you're not understanding my question. Because I pointed out like 1 minute ago which one were liters and which ones were milliliters. Mr. Eberhard, I'll give it to you. What's that? Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3 in liters. And there's 1, 2 in milliliters. So there's more in, as he said, 50 points, liters. So since there's more liters, I might as well convert the 2 to liters. So I only have to do 2 instead of 3. So 500 milliliters is, I heard somebody say it, it's 1/2 or 0.5 of a liter. Now we only have one more to do. 3,000 milliliters. How many liters is that? 3 liters. Now they're all liters. Easy to convert. I'm sorry, easy to order them from greatest to least. Okay, greatest to least. So you're going to pick the largest, and then you're going to move your way across.
Can we just like number them?
Yeah. What's that?
Like number them, the largest one.
No, list it. Okay? And I'll even give you the first one. The largest one would be 22 liters. And then I'll let you figure out the second one, and the third one, and the fourth, and the fifth one. Okay? All right. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ooh, I made a mistake. Class point, you're right. I was thinking it was 2.300. Stop the tapping, thank you. So yes, the largest one would be 2,300 liters. That's the largest one. Then you list the other four. That's a lot of liters. Imagine this bottle being a little bit bigger and then 2,300 of them. That would be just a lot of them in this room. Okay, guided practice. Let's look at that real quick here. What I wanted to emphasize, and I mentioned this earlier, that you simply move the decimal 3 places, either to the left or to the right. So let's look at number 1 here, and I answered that for you. It says, how can you convert milliliters to liters? So I just drew milliliters to liters, and I wrote down divide by 1,000. So you guys can just copy that down right there. Number 2, it says, what type of tools would you select to measure capacity? Well, think about it, and you can put 1 or 2 of them down. Number 3, it says 2.75 liters. 2.75 liters equals how many milliliters? Okay? So we're going from what? Larger to smaller. Let me go up to our chart here. We're going from larger to smaller. Which one is that? The red or the green? That's the red one. So it looks like we're going to multiply it by what? What's the number we use? 10? No. 1,000. So what's 2.75 times 1,000? Well, what did I write right here? All you have to do is move the decimal 3 places. So here's 2.75. If I move it 3 places, 1, 2, 3, I just add a 0. That becomes 2,750 milliliters. So there's your answer to number 3, 2,750 milliliters. Okay? Let's look at number 8. 400 milliliters equals how many liters? So, are we going from, looks like we're going from milliliters, small, to liters, large. Let's go back to our chart. Is that red or green? Green, smaller to larger. So, how many places do we move the decimal? 3 places. So if I wrote 400, where's the decimal? Yeah, it's right here. When we write a whole number, we don't even bother with the decimal unless it has a decimal. You just know where it is. So if I move it 3 places to the left, 1, 2, 3, where is it? It's right there in front of the 4. So 0.4 liters. So number 8 is done for you, 0.4. Questions on those?
No.
Ms. Noble, question? Your hand shot up just for a second.
Thinking about the independent practice.
Yeah, independent practice. I want you guys to do that. And those 2 charts you should be able to do. Let's look at the problem solving real quick. Carla's famous punch calls for 3 liters of mango juice. The mango juice she can find is sold in 500 milliliter cartons. Let me ask you a question here. I'm going to pull a stick. Miss Maldonado, 500 milliliters. How much of a liter is that? What would that be in liters? So 1,000 milliliters is how many liters? Let me go back to the top here. What'd you say? 1,000 milliliters. Okay. 1,000 milliliters is how many liters? 1. Let's go back to this. My question to you was, if 1,000 milliliters is 1 liter, what's 500 milliliters? Half a liter, okay. So this would be 1/2 or 0.5 liters, okay? And then it says how many cartons of mango juice does she need to buy? I'll let you guys figure that out. All right, Bobby filled the jug with water for soccer practice. If each player gets 250 milliliters of water, how many players will the water jug serve? Well, it holds 5 liters. First thing you need to figure out is how many times the 250 milliliters goes into 1 liter. Remember, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. You should be able to answer that one. Oh wait, I skipped one here. Carla makes 6 liters of punch. She pours the punch into 800 milliliter bottles. How many bottles can she fill? You guys can answer that one.
Is there going to be any remainders, like leftover?
Sometimes you might have a carry it 1 decimal over.
I like this.
So, I mean, maybe this will kind of answer your question. So if I said there was 5.2 liters that I used of something, and I wanted to know how much that would be in milliliters, it would be what? 5,200 milliliters. So that's where you might have what you would call leftovers, okay? You might carry it 1 decimal place, or possibly 2. Okay, number 26, 1 cubic centimeter will hold 1 milliliter of water. How many milliliters will the aquarium hold? So you're going to have to figure out the area. Area, you guys should all know this. Oh no, I'm sorry, not area, volume. Volume equals what? Once you get that, then you'll know how many milliliters of water. And then you need to convert that to liters. Okay? You can do that one. 27. Jerry is buying juice. He needs 3 liters. Yeah, I'm just going to cross this one out. 27. Cross out 27. Not going to worry about that. Just because you got enough to be thinking about. And then, yeah, 28 and 29, you guys can do those. All right. Okay. So, you guys do just the guided practice for not even about 5 minutes, and then we're going to head outside.